Hey guys, Ash here, and I have your first workout for July. We're going to be doing a Tabata workout, which means that you're doing the 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off again. It's a quick and efficient one. It's basically working the whole body. We have a couple different exercises to do. So the first thing we're going to be doing for a warm-up is sumo squats and then a lunge. So sumo squats, obviously going to start to warm up your legs, your hip flexors and everything, get your cardio going, and then jogging on the spot, which is our second warm-up, we'll do the same. Okay, so we're going to go through these two things 2 times. Following that, we're going to go right into your workout, which first thing is a shuffle. So depending on the space that you're going to be using, your shuffle doesn't have to be that big. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit back and forth in the space I have right here in the room. But if you only get 2 shuffles in, that's totally fine as long as you're just kind of moving back and forth. So that's our first one. Second one is skater lunge. So skater lunge is really good for the outside of your bum. Gets that cardio up. You can either walk it or you can jump it. Your third one is a walking push-up. So this is where you start in a plank position. You come down into your elbows and then you come back up. You do a push-up, you come down to your elbows, push yourself back up, do a push-up. It's a really awesome workout for your arms, and it will also get your cardio going. Okay, last couple here. Thread the needle in a bridge position. So this is a really hard one for me to explain on the internet. Therefore, I do encourage you to watch this. Basically you start in a stretch position, which is the thread the needle. That's where I got the thread the needle from. And then from there, you're just gonna be lifting your bum up and down. It's a really good exercise for your hamstrings, the outside of your bum, and a little bit through your core as well. To finish it off, you guys are going to be doing a lower back extension hold. So normally I wouldn't hold a back extension for a long time, but because we're only going for the 20 seconds, that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so we're going to get started. I have the 20 seconds on, 10 seconds on my timer here, starting with your sumo squats, which is going around with your legs and then into a squat. Okay, and then begin. So going around and then coming down. Lift up the leg around and then down. And then down. So make sure you're still looking up, keep the integrity of your squat. Just because we're doing this as a warm-up doesn't mean you need to have a rounded back. I still want you to have a nice straight back, around and down, around and down. You can really feel this warming up through the hip flexors here. I'm going to keep on moving through my 10 seconds off. I'm not going to take a break right now because it is your warm-up. As soon as I hear the next beat, I'm going to jogging on the spot. So right there. So jogging on the spot now. Once again, ignoring the beep, and then moving through the break, and then we're going to repeat this one more time. Get those heels up towards your bum, abs are pulled in nice and tight, get your arms moving, maybe move a little bit faster, really get that cardio going so you're nice and warm for your workout when you begin. So ignoring that beep. I know we're conditioned to stop when you hear the beep, but don't stop. As soon as we hear it, which is now you're going to begin your sumo squats. So big circle and down, big circle and down. Keep the abs pulled in nice and tight, nice and tight. Keep looking up. The more you warm up through your hip flexors, the more you're going to be able to get a nice big swing here. Ignoring that and then moving right into your jogging on the spot after. And beginning. So right here. So when I hear this beep, I am going to be stopping so I can take that 10 seconds off before I begin my first exercise. Get those heels right up. Abs pulled in tight. Get moving. If you can go a little faster, go a little faster. I want you guys nice and warm. So 10 seconds off. First one we're going into is going to be your shuffle. So I'm going to be going this way, all right, and then you can just do whatever works for you. So I'm going to shuffle over here, stay down nice and low, shuffle back, keeping the abs pulled in. So this will really get that cardio going. I want you to stay down in a squat, so you're really hitting your bum and the quads, going back and forth. Keep the belly pulled in, keep your chest up, and we're good. Now we're going into your skater lunges. So we're going to take it back. I'm going to show you from the side first. So front leg is bent. You take that leg straight off to the back. If you can touch the floor, do so. And then bring it back, and we're going to switch. So you can either jump this, or you can walk it. The difference between this and a runner's lunge is that you go off to the side, just like you're speed skating. Keep the abs pulled in, as always. Look up, and if you're jumping, make sure you're landing soft on your knee. Okay, now into your walking push-up. So I'm going to start in a plank position. You're essentially doing a tricep push-up because hands are right underneath your shoulders. So tricep push-up. Now I'm going to come down to my left elbow, then my right elbow, up onto my left hand, then my right hand. Tricep push-up. Then I'm coming down to the right, up on the right. Push-up, down to the left, up on the left. Push-up, down on the right, up on the right. You can always use your knees for the push-up here. So your modification is using the knees. Good. Now we're going to come over. We're going to be doing that thread the needle lift. So you're going to take one foot over top, keep your other foot fairly close towards your bum, and then we're going to lift up and down, up and down. Keeping this foot flexed. So right now I have my left leg over top. I'm going to keep that foot flexed so I'm protecting my knee. Keep my abs in nice and tight. Keep that right heel fairly close towards your bum. Keep lifting nice and high. And then next side. So taking this leg off, putting this one over top, pushing through that heel. You should feel this to the side that's up, on the side of the bum, and then to your hamstring on the side that's down. Don't forget to push through your heel, going up and down, squeezing those abs in nice and tight. Right up. 20 seconds goes by fast, guys, so I want you really pushing here. Up nice and high. Pull the abs in, pull the abs in. Keep moving. And we're good. Now we're going to flip over. You guys are going to do a lower back hold. So lower back extension. Plant the tops of your feet on the ground. Rest your forehead on top of your arms. And then now we're going to lift the head and the feet off the ground. Keep your feet close together. Keep looking down so your neck is neutral. Make sure you're breathing here and feel that contraction in your lower back. Go up a little bit higher if you can. Relax the upper back, focus on your lower back. Keep pulling those abs in. And we're good. Coming up, give myself a little stretching and going back into your shuffles. So starting here, we're going to stay down low and we're shuffle. You can even do a little touch down on each side. So touching down, making sure that you're staying nice and low in your squat. Remember, if you only have a couple steps, that's okay as long as you're shuffling back and forth, staying down low, getting your cardio going. And we're good. Okay, now we're going to be going, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank, going into your lunges, right? Yeah, your skater lunges. Woo! Going off, looking up, keeping the abs in. Remember, you don't have to jump this, you can walk it. You're going to bend that front knee as much as you can. I want you to bend it at least 90 degrees. If you can touch the ground with a straight back, do so. But you don't have to touch the ground, just make sure you're leaning over your front leg. Just like your power skating you see in the Olympics. And we're good. Going down to your push-up and then the walk. Start with your hands close together, elbows in tight. I'm going to do a push-up, walk down with my left, and up with my left, and down with my right, up with my right. You can use your knees here if you need to. So just like this, just like you regularly would for a modification. Keep those hips up during your push-up. Don't let them sag. Good form. And we're good. Coming down. So in your bridge position, taking your left foot over top, pulling your abs in nice and tight, keeping that right heel fairly close towards your bum. And going up. Nice and fast here. Up and down as much as you can. Don't forget to push through your left foot. Okay, that's what's going to protect your knee. So not only are we working here, we're getting a stretch. So you're kind of getting both benefits. And then next side. Pushing for that right heel. Keeping that left heel fairly close to your bum. And let's lift. So we're going to be going through these exercises 4 times each. We're almost halfway done. So your back extensions will be the end of your second set. We have 2 more to go. Right up. If you don't feel that contraction on both bum cheeks, you're not pushing your hips high enough. So make sure you get nice and high. So over onto your stomach. Abs are pulled in. Cross your arms. Drop your forehead on top of them. And then up. Just holding it right here. Keep those feet close together. You can point through your toes. You're going to feel that contraction through your lower back. You got to keep on breathing here. So with each breath, you may move a little bit because you're going to be breathing through your belly, which is going to make your body rise and fall. Go a little bit higher. Really holding it, and we're good. Okay, coming up, 3rd set. Shuffling. And let's go. Staying down nice and low. Pushing your bum back. If you feel anything through your back at all, make sure that you're pushing that bum back, staying down nice and low. Alternatively, you can just stand up straight and you relieve any back tension that you may experience. And we're good. Going into your power skaters. I do not have exercise brain this time. So power skaters, getting down nice and low on that front leg. And let's move. Pull the abs in. Every step you take, you pull those abs in. Make sure you're breathing. Take the other leg right behind you. Feel the squeeze through your bum. Contract your bum cheeks here. Land soft, land light. Keep the back straight. Don't have to come all the way down. All depends on flexibility. And we're good. So going into your plank walk. If your hips are sagging at all, use your knees. Keep your hips up. Chest must drop first. So down, up, walking, down, up, leading with my opposite arm, because whatever one you lead down with and up with is taking the brunt of the walk. So therefore, you want to alternate back and forth so you have equal arms. All right, flipping over. It's moving nice and fast. Once again, putting that left foot over top, pushing through my left heel. I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to do some pulses and see if I feel it a little bit more. So I'm squeezing my right bum cheek now, the one that's down. I'm trying to push this left knee away from my body. Toes are pointing straight. Your right knee is pointing straight. Don't let it fall out to the side. So I wouldn't personally say the pulsing is much different, but I'm going to do the same thing on this side just to make it equal. Pushing through that right heel, getting the left foot nice and close, and then pulsing. If you feel any tension through your knee that's down at all, then maybe you need to walk it a little bit further away from your bum. It's unlikely you'll do that, but just in case you do modify where you're putting your foot so that you can make sure there's comfort through your knee. And then down. Flipping on over onto your stomach, back extension. And lift. Try your best to breathe in and out through your nose here. And then feel that contraction. Nice big inhalations and exhalations. Going up a little bit higher. And we're good. Okay, coming up, last set through. Starting with your shuffles. Starting over here, getting down low, and let's move. Coming down, nice and low. Watch that stomach, keep it in nice and tight. Keep the legs down, bend those knees, and we're good. Going into your power skaters. Remember, it's your last time through. I want you guys sweating. I want you pushing hard. Make sure you're looking forward, keeping your back straight, and then take it down. Go right off to the side. The further you take that back leg off to the other side, the more you're going to feel the outside of your bum. If you can jump it, it doesn't hurt your knees. I want you to jump it. Really work that cardio. One more, and we're good. Tricep push-up, plank walk. Okay, keep the hips up. Walk it down. Walk it right back up. Use all that arm strength you have. Keep the abs in nice and tight. Notice your hips. If you feel any pressure in your lower back, that means that you're sagging your hips. And we're good. Okay, last couple exercises. Flip over. Left foot on. Right foot close. And lift. I'm going to go back to moving up and down again. Moving fast, squeezing the bum cheeks. Pushing through that heel on that left foot, don't forget about that. And we're good, switch sides. Pushing through the heel, that's up, keeping the heel as close towards the bum. And up and down, nice and fast. Pull the abs in tight. Try to keep those hips even. Lift up as high as you can so you feel that contraction. Big lift, big lift. And we're good. All right, flipping over. Lower back extension, last one. Feet are together. Forehead's resting on arms, and lift. A little bit higher, almost done. And we're good. I'm going to finish off by going into a counter pose, which would be a child's pose here. Keeping the knees wide, setting your bum down in between, arms are extended, forehead's on ground. And let's roll her up. I'm just going to turn my timer off and grab a sip of water. So with this workout, we actually did everything. We did your legs with the shuffles. We did your legs with the lunges, the skater lunges. We did your legs when we were doing the plank walks, or sorry, when we were doing the thread the needle. And we also worked your core. So we worked your core when we were doing your skater lunges. We did them when we were doing your plank walks. We did them when we were doing your thread the needle, as well as your lower back. So there's a lot of core involved today, even though we weren't strictly doing ab crunches or anything like that. So there's a lot of core. Additionally, we did cardio. You should feel your cardio pumping. You should be sweating a little bit. You should have felt your heart rate come up. And if you're feeling really good today, as always, you can do a little bit more. But I'm going to start to stretch now. I'm going to start to stretch out through my core, so my lower back and through my belly. I'm going to go down into a tabletop position here. So my hands are directly underneath my shoulders, knees are separated hip distance apart. We're going to start with an exhale as you round your body. You're going to turn your tailbone down. You're going to look through your legs, push down strongly through your arms, so nice solid arms here, no bend through the elbows. And then you're going to look up, you're going to arch your back, you're going to look up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are drawn down away from your ears, tailbones pointing up, and then exhale back down. Big push here. Pull the abs in, and then inhale, drop your abs, Lift the tailbone, lift your chin, look up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. 2 more, moving with your breath. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one, exhale down. Inhale up. And then exhale back to neutral. I want you to turn your toes under, and then you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling for a downward facing dog. So you can walk out your legs here, stretching out the back of your calves, your hamstrings, as well as the back of your body. So your upper back, your lower back, your arms. Make sure that you're doing your best to create a nice inverted V here. So the hips are up as high as you can. I'm going to now push both heels towards the ceiling. I'm going to push down through my palms. Head is relaxed, so no tension through your neck. Making sure that you're pushing through your thumbs and your forefingers, not just the outside of your hand. And this will give you a little support through your wrists. So kind of moving my hips side to side. Do whatever feels good. Just get that stretch in. And now I'm going to walk my hands towards my feet. And I'm going to come up, rolling it up slowly. And then coming up to a standing position. I'm going to separate my feet quite a bit further than hip distance apart here. Toes are pointing into each other. I'm going to take my hands behind my back, interlock the fingers, come into a forward fold as you lift your hands up toward the ceiling. Releasing your neck, your facial muscles, just relaxing. And then now you're going to release your hands. You're going to bend your knees, take your hands to the top of your thighs, straighten out your back, and then come up to a standing position. I'm going to get you to turn your toes frontward. Oh, Pantera may move the camera. No, we're good. Okay, so now you're going to turn your toes forward. You're going to lunge off to the side, so you're getting a nice big stretch to the inner thigh. As you pull down, you can rest your arm on your leg here on the supporting leg. I just want you to feel a nice deep stretch to the leg that's straight. Make sure you're pushing that whole foot into the ground. And then let's switch sides. So nice and deep stretch here through the inner thigh. Pushing that bum back, having a nice straight back. And then coming back up. I want you to pivot your feet together. Now we're going to do the same positioning that we did for your thread the needle. So we're going to take that left foot, I'm going to start left foot over top of your right thigh. You're going to push that heel. Now we're going to bend that leg and push our bum back, so we're stretching out through the bum here. So exact same pose, we're doing it standing instead of laying on our back. And we're going to try and embrace it as a stretch, not a workout. So push this knee down towards the ground so you can feel that stretch to the hip and the bum. Still pushing through this heel, just a good habit to have to protect your knee. And then we're going to come up and we're going to switch sides. So I'm taking this foot over, pushing through your heel, sitting down nice and low, pushing the bum back. And then come on up. I'm going to stretch out my triceps. I don't know about you guys, but last week after doing that chair workout, I really felt my triceps big time, the back of the arms there. So I probably felt it for 5 days. It's intense. I hadn't done them in a while. And then switch sides. And then now let's release. This is around the shoulders. Feel that nice stretch to the neck and to the shoulders. Take your ear towards your shoulder. Chin is up, not down. Push the opposite down, or hand down towards the ground. Now roll it over to the other side. And then push the opposite hand now once again towards the ground. Stretching out gently through your neck. And then come on up, shoulder shrug, drop it down, and you guys are good. I hope you enjoyed. It was a little bit sweaty. If you need to sweat some more, run through it again, maybe do another workout. This one was an all over body workout, basically kind of hit the upper, the lower, the abs, and the cardio. So I hope you guys felt that, and I'll see you again next week.